good afternoon, everyone. Okay, today we have the pleasure to have with us Mr. Hassim Mohammed, our Inspector of English and MoRCE-Net Access Coordinator. Okay, so it's really a great pleasure to have him with us here. Okay, I am sure you enjoy his workshop. He's going to give you a workshop today, and I am sure you enjoy it very much. Okay, so please try to welcome Mr. Hassim.
As Hassim would say, I am the coordinator of Access for MoRCE-Net. MoRCE stands for the Moroccan Association of Teachers of English, so MoRCE, M-A-T-E. But this center belongs to MoRCE-Net. It's the Moroccan Resource Centers of English Network, MoRCE-Net. And we do the same thing. We organize access centers throughout Morocco. So today I'm going to conduct a workshop. It's not a lesson. I'm not going to teach you vocabulary, grammar, and so on. But if it is necessary, I'll do that. But we are going to have a workshop. You know what is a workshop?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? What do you do in a workshop? Yes?
We are going to work in an activity.
Good. You are going to do activities. So we are going to learn together. And this workshop is about story writing. Of course, you like writing stories, do you?
Yes.
So today we are going to focus on how to write stories. In technical English, we say to narrate stories. Okay. The person who tells the story is the narrator. Okay. The verb is narrate. The person is narrator. And the activity is narration. So in each story there is a narrator. But there are different types of narration. There's not only one. We will see that. So it's a workshop about story writing. With concentration or focus on narration. But within narration, there are different types. Do you know how many types are there? How many? There are at least three. So I can tell the story by saying I went to the cinema, I met my friend, which type of narration? You are part of the story. And what do we call this type of narration? Not personal. It's the first person narration. I is the first term. And there is another type. For example, when they say Ahmed went to the cinema, he met another person and they went somewhere. What type of narration?
Third person.
Third person. And there is the third type of narration where the person talks about everybody knows everything. And this person is somebody who knows everything. Omniscient. Omni, it means everything. For example, for God, you know God. Yes. When we say that God exists everywhere, He is present everywhere. He is omnipresent. Omnipresent. This one is omniscient. We have here and it refers to science. Science is knowledge. So it's a person who knows everything. So there is a first person, and omniscient narration. Can you pronounce the word? Omniscient. Yes. Omniscient. Yes. Yes. Now, I'm going to give you a story to read, and you tell me what type of narration. Is it first person or third person? But before that, I want you to form groups of 8. So bring 4 tables. 4 tables here.
Now change the order of the tables. Change the order of the tables.
Turn the tables. What are you going to do? Read story. And what else? One at a time.
We should first read.
Please you listen.
Yes.
Please.
We have to read the story and we know which type is it.
Yes. Which type of what? Narration. Type of narration. You all have a story. You all have a story.
I don't have one.
See one here.
What is it? 30. Third person narrate. Third person narrate. Yes. And it's at the same time omniscient. Because the narrator knows about Mr. Jones and about the professor. He knows everything about him. So it's third person omniscient. Now, how many characters do we have in the story? 2. Who are they? Okay, please. Who are they? Yes?
Professor and Mr. John.
Professor and John. Now look at the picture. What is funny about the picture? Isn't it funny?
Yes.
Why is it funny? Yes? Please you listen to your friend. Can you please speak up?
The people sleep in the street.
The person.
Swing.
Yeah, the professor. Swings.
On the
Where? Where?
on the tree.
Where the tree? Where is the tree? In the garden.
Yes.
So the professor is swinging in the garden like a child. Now, in a story, there are different elements. Okay? Can you tell me about these elements? Yes. Clays. Okay. Clays. What else? Please you listen. Please when you speak up so that other students can hear you. Good. What else? Characters. Okay, characters. What else?
Actions.
Action.
Event.
Action. Is it a verb? Action. Events. What is the exact word for a story? Do we say events? In a story, we say plot. Plot. It's not events. Because sometimes you don't have events in a story. Sometimes. There is only description and contemplation and so on. What do we call place and time in a story? Time and place. Before that, this one. What is it? Time and what is it? Sitting. Your teacher is a good student. The action or the plot or the events take place in a certain place and at a certain time. You said there are two types of characters. Who said that? Please, you listen, please. Principal characters and
Secondary.
primary and
Secondary.
Primary and secondary. So we have primary characters. So primary characters and secondary characters. Now, where does the story take place? There. Where does the story take place?
This story takes place in the garden of Mr. John's house.
A garden of a house.
Yes.
A garden in a house.
John garden.
Okay. And yes?
In the morning.
In the morning. Early in the morning.
Yes.
Very early. Now, for the place, there are primary places and there are secondary places.
Yes.
Are there any secondary places mentioned there?
Yes.
The window. The window is part of the house. Tower. The tower, yes. Is the name mentioned of the tower? No? So it's not important. Tower or university? There is another place. Can you look into that? Any other place mentioned? Town is the whole thing. Okay, town. Let's put town. What else? Road is in the town. In a town, you can have a train station and you cannot have a train station. But in this town, is there a train station? Is there a train station in this town? No?
Yes.
Yes. Can you give me the sentence exactly? Yes?
Mr. Jones thought that he must have arrived by the night train and decided to walk to university.
So there is a train station there. Is there a train station in Ouled Teima? No. Yes. But in this town, there is a train station. But the primary place is the garden in the house. The main time is early in the morning. Primary character is Mr. Jones. Is a primary character. What is the other character? Is he primary or secondary? What do you think? How many of you say primary? And how many say is secondary?
The others started to hesitate, maybe.
Half primary, half secondary. Now, can you explain why he is a primary character and why he is a secondary character?
He's a primary character because the story is about him.
The story is about a prophet. And what is the role of Mr. Jones? He is the owner of the house. He is the witness. Witness. You know what witness means? When there is a crime, when there is an accident, you ask for eyewitness. So Mr. Jones is the eyewitness. So both of them are primary. Now, for the plot is the main event. Can you write 4 or 5 sentences for the main events? Okay, let's see what you have written. Okay, what is the beginning of the story? What is the beginning of the story? Yes, please listen to your friend.
Mr. Jones woke early and was surprised when he saw a little professor who worked in the university.
Okay, what is the first action? Okay, when you write a plot, you write it in the simple present. Write it in the simple present. Okay? And when you have an action in the past, you write it in the present perfect. This is the time of the story. It's the simple present. When there is the past in the story, you write it in the simple, in the present. So, Mr. Jones. No, simple present. It's the part of the story. Wakes up. Another word for wake up. So, Mr. Jones gets up early in the morning. What is the second main action he does?
Mr. John is surprised to see and really rejoicing.
Where did he see it? See that? See it from the window. So what did he do the first thing he did? He looks from the window and one at a time, please. He looks from the window and he no.
Look out, he is surprised.
He sees. He looks from the window and he sees a professor. What is? Did the professor swing from the beginning? Walking. So he looks from the window and sees what? The professor walking on the street. So this is the beginning of the story. Everything is normal. Everything is normal. We do not write a story to tell people things which are normal. But the beginning is normal. Now, what is the middle? The middle is always the change. The change in the action. The change in the event. What happens in the middle? What happens in the middle?
The professor see a rock that's tied on the trees, Mr. John. And
Is it to see a rock? Is it an important action?
Start to swing.
Before he starts to swim.
Seriously, the professor swing into the air with a rock.
Before swinging,
Throw his things.
he puts down and starts swinging using the rope for the tree. So the professor he puts down his things, he holds or takes hold of the rock of the tree and starts swinging. So in each story there is a normal beginning and there is a change to the top and then there is back to normal. Okay, what do we call the change to the top? The climax. But there is a word. What is it?
Also, there is a climax. So this is the technical word.
There is another word which is like French. No. It's like French. Also, it's the dino. Do you know this word? Do you know it? So it's like French. It's also English.
Before the end.
No. It's the climax where things start. It's in Arabic. It's now the resolution. So what is the solution here? What is the coming back to normal?
The happy ending.
What happens? The end.
When the rope stopped, he take out his things and he go. Because
when he finishes
swinging,
he takes his things. And this is the story, this is the plot. If you want to write a summary a summary of a story. And this is something you are going to do later with your teacher. When you write a story, a summary, you write it in the simple present.
Yes. Okay.
But if you want to refer to something earlier, you use the present perfect. And you don't write the details. So this is the whole story. You see how long it is. It's very long, but this is the story. This is the plot. What do we call it? Plot summary. The plot summary. Now let's go back to the narration and narrator. And we say that there are three types of narrators. And each narrator tells the story from his or her eyes, his eyes. What is it?
And part of the action.
What do we call this? This is the eye. Point of view. Point of view. Now, we have here, how many characters? Two characters, yeah. There is Mr. Jones and there is... And if we have an omniscient narrator, we will have two inside the story and one outside the story. So what you are going to do is to rewrite the story using this. Forget about this. Okay? Put it aside. And you are going to work in two groups in each big group. Okay?
Yes.
Two groups. What you are going to do is one of you or one small group is going to write the story from the point of view of the first person. Okay? I was walking to the university and I saw a rope. I remember my childhood and so on. Okay? So he's still in the story. We're still in the story here. Me, who am I? Who am I? I'm the main character. Which character? I am the professor. I am. So a small group will be the professor. And the second group will be Mr. Jones. I was sleeping. Then I heard something coming from the window. I opened the window, and to my surprise, I saw, and so on. Okay? So you have two kinds. In this story, you have the third omniscient person, but you are going to write first person Jones or first. So you are Mr. Jones, you are professor. Please don't look at this paper. Look at that summary. Who is your professor? The three of you. You are Mr. Jones. You are the professor. You are write the story. Very short paragraph. Very short paragraph. Just this. In the past. In the past. In the past. I felt very happy after that. Okay, some of you have already finished. Okay, let's see what you have written. All right, who has finished?
Teacher.
Okay, can you stand up and read?
Yes.
Can you come here?
Sure.
Teacher? Yeah, if you want. Write down your paper. Write your paper.
I remember that.
Okay, listen to your friends, please. I want you to listen and see if the story is complete and clear. If it's not clear, please tell us that it's not clear.
One day, I woke up in the morning like usual. I ate my breakfast, cried my things, and I went to the work in university. Suddenly, I saw a reptile of the tree. I remembered my childhood. Then I decided to swing on. When I finished swinging, I took my things and went on my way. I feel very happy after that.
What do you think? Excellent. Is it complete?
Yes. Yes.
Everything is there. Someone else? Okay. Mr. Jones or what? Professor. Next time we want Mr. Jones.
I was sleeping when I heard.
Start again.
Speak up.
Speak up.
I was sleeping when I heard noise from out. I get up and directly I opened the window and I saw the professor when he was going to work in university. I was surprised when I saw him swing on the rope. He was put down his things to swing. After a few minutes, the rope began to swing slowly for him. He takes his things and continues on his way to the university.
Thank you. What is that? There are some problems with the text. It's a joke. Professor. Okay, you do it and you're Mr. Jones. Okay, you come after. What's your name?
One morning, I was going to the university, and when I arrived to Mr. Jones' house, I saw a rope in the garden. Then I remembered my childhood, because when I was a child, I used to like that game very much. So I decided to play it. I saw Mr. Jones was looking me, but I didn't stop. I think he was very surprised, but I didn't care. Finally, I took my things, because when I played, I put my things in the earth, and I went to the university as I didn't do anything.
Good. So here she inserted Mr. Jones inside. Okay. The professor. So, Mr. Jones again?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. What's your name? What's your name?
Zakaria.
So Professor Zakaria.
I'm just a student. One morning, very early, I was sleeping when I heard a noise coming from the garden. I wanted to know what is happening. I opened the window and suddenly I saw the professor who worked in the university swinging in the road from my garden. I was so surprised for that. After singing, the professor took his things and come back to continue his way to the university, and I laughed so much.
Yeah.
you want someone from the other group. Yes, from this group. Okay, good. And you prepare one right.
I guess that I'm making two different views.
Yes, in all of them have their groups.
I was a middle grade professor. I worked in the university just up the road from Mr. John's house. I stopped when I saw a long rope that he had tied on the tree. I remembered my childhood, so I put my umbrella, newspaper, and hat neatly on the grass and took hold of the rope. Backwards and forwards I swung. I didn't stop when Mr. John saw me. I knew that he was surprised. At last, I stopped, put on my hat, picked up my umbrella, continued on my way in the university.
Okay, another one from this.
One day when I was sleeping, I heard
What's your name first?
One day when I was sleeping, I heard something in my garden. I got up and I looked from the window. I saw the professor of university and I surprised because he was put his things and swing. Suddenly he took his things and walked away.
Good. It is not a problem of the past. It should be in the past, okay? From this group.
I worked in university. Then in my road, I remember my child day. Then I put down my newspaper, my umbrella, and my bag. And I looked that there was nobody sight. I took hold of a rope and I swung into the air. At the last, I stopped. I picked up my umbrella, newspaper, and my bag. Then I continued my way to the university. Like that, I didn't do anything.
Okay, we will do something different. But before that, these three eyes. Okay, this is the eye number 1, eye number 2, and eye number 3. Which eye is omniscient? Number 1. Which eye is first person? Which eye is first person? 3. 2. 3. First person. 3. Why is it 3?
Teacher, number 2.
Number 2, make sure.
Number 2.
If it is 2, why? If it is 3, why?
Because he's...
Okay, can you tell me?
3, because 2, because it's below all of them.
Behind all of them? Below. It's 3. Or is it 2? 2. What do you think?
Yes.
And the third person narration? 3. So here you see the view. The view is limited. This person sees only one space, very small space. This one sees everything. It's like God. He sees everything and he's everywhere. But this person can see only this. He cannot see this one. He can see only the things that happens before him. Is it clear? Now, we will take 15 minutes to write just this outline. Okay? I'll give you pictures, one picture for each group, and you write this. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Okay. Just 15 minutes. And you choose whether it is first person for second person or third. We don't have to write a story. You don't have to write a story. You write only the plot. I think this is a big group.
Can I see the photo?
What can you see here? A man. What is he? For the window. Balcony of what? Of a high building. And what does he want to do? To commit suicide? To jump? To run away? To die. There are lots of possibilities. So what is the place? Balcony of a house? No, the balcony of what? Of a classroom?
No,
a house? An apartment. So the place is an apartment. The place is an apartment. Time. When? Afternoon, last year, last month, last week, yesterday. You decide. Now, main characters. Is it me? Is it he? If it is first person narration, it's me. I. If it's a third person, he, Mr. Smith, Mr. Jackson. You choose. Is there any secondary characters?
No. Yes.
What if there is a thief? There is a thief who broke into the apartment and he wants to shoot you. What do? You run away. But there is the window and it's very high. You cannot run away. You will die or will face you decide. Okay? So there must be a second person, a second character.
Okay? The person who took the picture.
Possibly it's not a picture, possibly they are acting. Okay, we started, the beginning is, for example, one day I came home very late. Okay, and I entered the apartment and then I turned the light on, but to my surprise, there were many two men with the they were trying to steal to rob me. I tried to run away. I opened the window, but there was only the sky. So I got back and I told them to take the tanks away and to leave me alone. This is how you can end it, okay? And after that, I went to the police and I told them. So you do that with your picture. Please sign cargo. You should remember that.
She's trying to find out what's what we call a picture talk. So you try to imagine what happened and what might may I add something, Mr. Hassim, just to tell you. Oh, sorry. This is just what we call a picture talk. Well, the picture that you have is this one here, all right? Now you can, well, the picture, the time the picture was taken is one thing, okay? And you try to imagine what happened before and what is happening at that moment and what might happen after as well. Okay? So this is how you can, now before the picture was taken and so on. So this is how, yeah, of course, you can describe what is going on, then what will come afterwards, you can imagine what might happen afterwards. Right?
Does he like what's happening today? No. What does he think? The boy. It's not enough.
It's not good enough. It's not enough.
Possibly he doesn't like his sister. The other sister.
Give the water to his sister with
Trying to protect him from his angry father. He sees only. Perhaps in Morocco you would see that. You can believe, but for them it's not a problem. Maybe he's a drug. That's why his father is a problem. Try to imagine the problem. What are maybe it's not fast. His father is very angry.
Okay, can you give us an idea about your story? Just an idea about Once finished. Just give us the main idea. Don't tell us the details. Can you? Take your picture with your.
This is the picture. I think that it's in a bar. This is the bartender. This is the husband, and this is his wife. I think that he is drunk, and she asks him to quit drinking, but he doesn't listen. So she asks for divorce.
Yes. Good. Possibly she is pregnant. Okay, who wants to tell us his or her story? You take your picture. She told him, I am pregnant now and I don't want to. If you don't be pregnant, I'm going to ask for divorce. Okay, now because the child is mine. Please you listen.
In the beginning, it is midnight. Louis comes back home late, and he found his family together are waiting him in the living room. His father smelled a dirty odors of wine, and he asked him if he does drinking. Louis pretends that he doesn't. Then his father slaps him. Finally, the father asked his son to go his room and stay there.
Good. Okay, good, yeah. Excellent. Last one. Don't ask me. Say it and please listen to this. Oh, good. Last one, please. Does she want to? Yes, she wants to say because she's intelligent. What it means is
the wife showed him the picture. Okay. The wife and her husband are sleeping, and she wakes up and asks her husband to get for her some water. To get some water. He goes downstairs and takes a cup of water. The husband takes the cup and comes back upstairs. Suddenly, he fits down and breaks his leg and pees. His wife runs quickly to see her husband. She calls an ambulance, and unhappy and agree to take him off the hospital.
The last one is
Okay, Zainab, good.
So remember, this is Tom and his wife.
Listen to Zainab.
And daughter. It is a happy family. As you say. They need some money for moving to another city. So the only solution is sell their furniture. Tom and his family get a lot of money and settle down in a big city.
Very good.
Okay, you give me back.
You want to try? Please give her 2 minutes. You want to say this story.
Does she want to?
Yeah,
you can.
Sure.
Have you all got a page? One paper. Was there any spare paper? Or something from one?
Give a chance to Ashok, please. Go ahead, Ashok.
Okay, please listen. Listen.
Tom is a son of a conversion family. He is a good student. He meets some friends and decided to drop out school. He stay home all the time. He don't work. His parents are very angry. They talk to him about this problem. He doesn't listen to him. In the end, he regrets and he works with his father.
Good. Very good.
So, thank you for the nice stories. What I want you to do is to write the story at home. And you decide who is going to write from the first person narrator point of view, and who is going to write from the third person narrator point of view. The same story. One is going to write with the first person narrator, and one is going to write from a third person narrator. And you have different stories. How many photos do you have? How many photos do you have?
7.
Yes, so there are 8. You are going to write 8 stories, but from first person narrator there are 8. From the third person narrator there are another 8. So there are 16 stories. You are 34 or 32, so each pair is going to write one story. Is it clear?
Yes.
And you bring it next week. Is this clear?
Now, of course, you are not going to write the other's story.
Write your story.
Whatever you have, whatever picture you have, you use it. Use whatever material you have.
Okay, one last thing, just 1 minute, 1 minute, please. I gave you a tutorial for a software for writing stories with photos. The software is called Windows or Microsoft Photo. It's a free software. You can download it from the internet. You go to your page, Facebook page, and you will find the link. You click on it, you get it. It's only 5 megabytes. Only 5. And it's free. You just install it in your computer and you start to bring pictures and so on. And the tutorial is there. You follow the steps. It's very, very easy. I'm going to show you one example. Just see it to get inspiration, to get an idea. And when you go home and if you want to write this story with story 3, you can do it. Okay? Just please listen. The voice or the sound is very low. Listen carefully. This is the master. It's working. You will find it. You will find it on Facebook page. Okay? Let's say it this way. Just listen. Make it full screen. Full screen.
He became very bored and wondered what he could do. He put on his thumb. He rode with the dinosaur and frolicked with the animals. But still he was bored. Suddenly he saw a fluffy white monster. Tango accidentally burst and the monster woke up. The monster, being very angry, stood up and gave a mighty roar. Tango climbed high into a tree.
So what you need are pictures, music, your voice, and the text. And the program is easy, and you can. I know you can do it. Just go there and think about it. Thank you very much, and I enjoyed meeting you very much.
I'd like to thank Mr. Hassim for his performance. I'd like to thank you for your attention as well. And thank you very much.